Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. Game 1 between the Edmonton Oilers and LA Kings is in the books. I don't even know how to describe how that hockey game ended. Just total elation, and then you wanted to rip your hair out. The Edmonton Oilers were losing this hockey game 4-1, 5-1, come back, tie it 5-5 in the third period. Oil Country is going nuts, and then the LA Kings get a fluky goal from Philip Deneau that flutters into the net, gives the Kings the 6-5 lead, and they hold on for the 6-5 victory here tonight to take game 1, but this was a completely different looking hockey game going into the third period. I thought my topics were going to be completely different for this video. The LA Kings through 40 minutes were by far the better team tonight. They absolutely owned the Edmonton Oilers through the first 40 minutes. Let's take a look at the shot breakdown here. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was, but LA outshooting Edmonton 8-6 in the first, 9-4 in the second, but Edmonton comes back and outshoots LA 15-13 in the third, scoring 4 goals. Let's do the scoring breakdown here, because it was just, through the first 2 periods, obviously all LA, but in the third period, just absolutely insane here for the Edmonton Oilers. Andrei Kuzmenko on the power play opens the scoring at 2:49. Quentin Byfield at 19:27 puts LA up 2-0 after 1. In the second, Adrian Kempe, because he always scores against the Edmonton Oilers, at 14:47 puts LA up 3-0. Philip Deneau makes it 4-0 at 17:43. And then Leon Draisaitl at 19:54. Just before this goal, he was showing how pissed off he was at the bench, trying to get his teammates going. It was mentioned on the broadcast, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, really the only ones going for the Edmonton Oilers here through the first 40 minutes. His goal at 19:54 galvanates the team, makes it 4-1 going into the third period. In the third, Matthias Janmark gets an early goal at 2:19 to make it 4-2. The Oilers definitely have life. But then a stupid penalty puts LA on the power play. And on the power play, Kevin Fiala at 4:59 makes it 5-2. And it looked like maybe the Edmonton Oilers might be done for the night once again. But then Corey Perry at 7:43 makes it 5-3. Zach Hyman at 17:56 makes it 5-4. At 18:32, Connor McDavid has the goal that's electrifying Oil Country, ties at 5-5. Pretty sure I could hear screams, shouts from the buildings around me. Oil Country was just going nuts with this one, 5-5, and we thought we'd be going to overtime, or even as Louis DeBrusque was mentioning on the broadcast, why not go for the win right now? The Edmonton Oilers had all the momentum, but unfortunately it's Philip Deneau at 19:18. On a shot, he fans on, the puck flutters, Stuart Skinner isn't expecting it, Warren Foegele's screening him somewhat, the puck goes in, gives the Kings the 6-5 lead back, and Will Ferrell and the LA Kings faithful enjoy a 6-5 win here to open the series. If we're being completely honest over which team, based on their overall play over 60 minutes, deserve this hockey game, it was definitely the LA Kings. They were by far the better team throughout, but this third period from the Edmonton Oilers does give the Oilers, I think, a lot of hope here. They did not look like they had anything through 40 minutes. We were talking about it in the Heavy Hockey chat. This team, obviously, as we all know, has not been together for the latter part of the season here, it seemed like, with all the injuries. Getting a lot of guys back tonight, obviously still missing some key players in Evander Kane, Matthias Ekholm, Troy Stetcher. They do get Trent Frederick back tonight just before a face-off, and Trent Frederick does get a point tonight on the Matthias Janmark goal, so that was nice to see. I think that's his first point as an Edmonton Oiler. It must be. He hasn't played hardly as an Edmonton Oiler so far. Jeff Skinner gets his first playoff point with an assist on the Matthias Janmark goal as well, so congratulations to Jeff Skinner, who was finally playing his very first playoff game. But overall, guys, you cannot allow 6 goals in a playoff game, and at the same time, 5 goals definitely needs to be enough to win a playoff game. So Stuart Skinner, not good enough tonight, but the players in front of him did not show up anywhere close to enough through the first 40 minutes of this hockey game. I think everybody was flying in the third period for the most part, aside from some stupid plays that led to LA Kings power plays. Another thing is this team just has to be entirely more disciplined. There was some bad officiating. I'm not going to say there wasn't, but at the same time, this team just needs to be more disciplined against this LA Kings team. The Kings knew how to rile the Oilers up. They were making them take stupid penalties, and the Oilers just have to be better at that in Game 2. But I don't know, guys. It really looked like the Edmonton Oilers were going to have an opportunity here for a miracle win, coming back, tying at 5-5, and it's almost like, if the Oilers are going to lose anyway, why did you give us so much hope like that? So it's frustrating, but also looking ahead to the rest of the series, it's nice to see the team come back here. It looked like for a while that the Oilers were going to struggle to get a shot, let alone a goal in this series for a while. So for them to come back, get 5 on Darcy Kemper, who had played well through 40 minutes, that's a positive sign for this team, and I have full confidence that they can come back and win Game 2 here. Elliot Friedman mentioning on the broadcast he would not be surprised if Evander Kane was cleared to go for Game 2. There was a lot of talk that the NHL was scrutinizing teams more, and the Edmonton Oilers were one of those teams. As we know, Evander Kane was on LTIR all season long, and then he's magically good to go for Game 1. The NHL didn't like it. The Oilers, unfortunately, penalized for it looks like. So we may see Evander Kane in Game 2, but I think at the absolute latest, we see Evander Kane rejoin the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton for Game 3. But with how physical and how many scraps we saw in this hockey game, I think Evander Kane entering this series would be a huge boost for the Edmonton Oilers. So hopefully we can see that for Game 2 on Wednesday. But I think I'll wrap it there for tonight, guys. Like I said, the Oilers just simply have to be better in every facet of the game. They were excellent in the third period, but one period is clearly not going to win you a playoff game here. It almost got them to overtime, but it wasn't enough tonight. So got to be better defense, got to be better in goal, and got to be better for 60 minutes overall, and entirely more disciplined against this LA Kings team that made them pay. The Kings going 2 for 5 on the power play tonight. So I'll wrap it there for tonight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Game 1 in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.